Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And a poor choice this time to bring it out. They contain him well shy of the 30. In fact, he's out shy of the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Makes a cut to the right sideline. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. And you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. This finds Likely. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, here's Lamar. Not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lamar throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Tucker's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Lamar out of the pistol. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pistol snap to Jackson. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's got Andrews. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens go up 10-zip here in the first. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Pierce. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Option give to Taylor. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That's Odafe Oweh with a stop. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's a 2-score game early. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They have it 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
And the defender comes away with it.
What That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Jackson. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Colts will take over. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 24. That's incomplete left side.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
It's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Tight end going in motion here. On first down, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens trying to add to their lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. And again, it's Jackson. Flush down now to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Jackson's going to throw again. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Jackson yet again. Throwing this back in the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He's trying another one deep. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Here's 2nd and 2. Hauled in by Downs. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw again, Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts chop some of the lead off before the half. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Connect on first, it's second down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
the 43-yard line.
Taylor again. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and short. He's taking the option right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Breaks the fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the fumble recovery is made.
Well, I'm pretty sure this Kate special teams coach is going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage, and you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
Finds his fullback. And he gets this forward to the 19.
We were talking to Jim Harbaugh one time. Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Taylor now up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's taken in by Henry. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Only 1 quarter left before we...
at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Going with King Henry here. And he gets this forward to the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Lamar out of the pistol. Cut near the goal line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run with Henry. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They run. Here's Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Jackson now on 3rd. He'll get this to Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and back.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. They run it with King Henry. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They go play fake with Jackson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 4. On target to his man Taylor. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again. Richardson. He finds Woods. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.